Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another Marvel Character Talk. We're going to look at some early Silver Age Marvel, Tales to Astonish with Ant-Man, Jack Kirby covers. If you'd like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, reply, and share. These are 12 centers. They go back to 1962 to 63. You can see they just had the 12-cent symbol on there. Then they moved over to the famous cover corner that they started coming out with in 63. There's Ant-Man. And then by issue 44, he's joined by the Wasp. She's on the cover there. Got some in fairly nice shape and a couple of cool villains. Let's look at this first one here. Bring this over. So Hank Pym first appeared in number 27, Man in the Anthill. Then they brought him back for 35 as Ant-Man in costume, and then it continued on from there, featuring the Ant-Man defying the unknown protector. Flying into a trap, the protector was waiting for me. So look at how teeny he is on this cover. He's coming out of his headquarters with his little catapult. Poof! Some Jack Kirby characters. And then they mention the other stories that are in there, because these were not one long Ant-Man feature that's in the Tales to Astonish. They always still had the backup horror alien type of sci-fi stories in there. This guy's kind of cool looking. I don't believe he was ever continued on, or if he was, it was years later in a very small role. Very Kirby-looking feet. Very nice. And these are probably all inked by Dick Ayers. This one, I believe I did a video on separate once. This is the first of his recurring villain. You got Egghead there. Look at me on sticky, tacky paper. Caught. Looking very cool with his helmet. There's some of his ants. Hopefully, he's stuck to that fly paper, Ant-Man. You have your own ants that led you into my trap. Very nice cover. Fairly good shape. This one's cool. So we got a giant alien type of beetle. Met your match. Hordes of the Scarlet Beetle. Very cool cover. He's on a water fountain. Astonishing Ant-Man. Very nice. These are very collectible. I might send these in to CGC. In this lower to mid grade, they go for a couple $100 when they're graded. Look at how tiny. I think this is the cover. He was the tiniest, except for that one. But for the most part, they made him pretty big on the cover. Prisoner of the Slave World. A bug coming along there. Matches. Always like to use matches as a good size reference for how teeny he is. Oh, look at this one. We've got the classic red to orange. A lot of blurbs on there. This is when they were really hyping themselves up. Marvel Comics Group ushers in the Marvel Age of Comics. Brought to you by Marvel. See what the Wasp is saying here? Cyclops is alive. He's as big as a mountain. How can anything stop him? At ease, honey. This is no time for guessing games. Very cool. Ant-Man and the Wasp face a foe greater than any they have ever known. The Cyclops walks the earth. This one's pretty nice. The cover corner was cool. So like I said, here we're into 1963. Super fantasy in the Marvel manner. Music to scream by. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Wasp, I need, if ever I need her now. There's this little gas cylinders to help with his size changing. Teaching Drago, one of the strangest villains of all time. He didn't last. And here we've got the Porcupine. Ant-Man and the Wasp out of the Porcupine. He's very cool. He'd later turn up with some teams of villains. The dreaded Porcupine, a supervillain you'll never forget. In the 80s, they had a cool one with Captain America about this fellow. So he came up with this cool outfit, and the quills would stand up, and he has different controls. Some of them were, I believe, like darts, and others were like gas. Look at how nice this is in the water. Very nice cover. Jack Kirby art. Look at him. There's the Wasp. Ant-Man is drowning, and I'm powerless to save him. No one that lives is mighty enough to resist me. The dreaded Porcupine. And there's the cover corner, so they changed from like that to Ant-Man on the ant, and then the Wasp. This is 48, and the next issue will be 49, where Ant-Man changes into Giant Man. So it kind of shifts gear. So Ant-Man was first appeared in 27 as Hank Pym, 35 is his ongoing series, and then that was a monthly until 48, where he's Ant-Man, and the next issue will turn to Giant Man. And then by issue 60, the title will be co-starring the Hulk. So I had a pretty good run for his initial series. Until next time, more Marvel character talk. Thank you for watching.